everyone, and welcome back to BMX News, a weekly BMX news show that I do live at Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every day, every week. Do it live so that we can talk to you guys in the chat. We talk about everything that happened in the previous week within the world of BMX that I think you guys might care about. That being said, first thing that I want to do here, because it feels like it's been forever that I have done this at my home setup, where I get to see the chat and talk to everybody and have my background. I just want to shout out everybody in the chat. Sean Chambers was in here at like 8 a.m. this morning saying good morning, everyone, saying he hopes I feel better, all this stuff. Travis Schramm is in here. Ken Nichols is in here. Hut Karinsky, a member in the chat. Members are people who directly support the channel and get that little green name and the badge on there. Austin Glauser, good morning, good afternoon. Jeff Mead, JDA, he's another member in the chat. Brandon Weaver, I believe that's Weaver as in Ziara Weaver's father. Taco Slurpees is in here, and I just appreciate that everybody's tuning in Friday morning to hear about what happened in the previous week within the world of BMX. So the first thing that I want to talk about is a couple jam things. We got a Jibs for John jam flyer. This is a fundraiser and BMX jam for John Schimpf. It's happening in Philadelphia, November 5th, and you can check out this information here. And there's also a GoFundMe page as well to do with this. And wow, it has raised $45,000. So I'm going to make sure I include the GoFundMe linked in the description down below, as well as there will be links to everything else that I talk about in the order that I talk about it. Adding this real quick here so we don't forget. But yeah, so check that out if you're in the area or can. Then we've got a flyer for the Wheel Mills Halloween session. This is going down October 21st from 6 to 9 p.m. There's games and a best costume contest. And the Wheel Mill is awesome. So another part of Pennsylvania on the other side, the western side of PA. Check that out if you're in the area or want to. Then we've got a jam that already went down. This is a Light in the Dark BMX jam. This is a jam organized by Nick Ford. It's the third annual, and this year it went to support a program called Calm. And basically what Calm is the campaign against living miserably. It says Calm exists to prevent suicide, which takes 18 lives every day. It's the biggest killer of men under 45 in the UK, which is something that should be talked about. So it's cool that Nick put on this jam to fundraise for that. And Ziara is in the chat. That's awesome. So there's some pictures from the jam, some words from Nick if you want to check out those highlights. Then we can get into some NORA Cup stuff because it's not over yet. There's more to do with NORA Cup that keeps coming out. And the things that we have to talk about are videos that our BMX put together as like, I'm not sure exactly what you'd call these, but it's a video of all of the people, or not all of the people. Man, I can't talk today. I'm sorry. It's a video of people saying why they voted for, who they voted for, and then the presentation of the awards. So first up, Felix Prangenberg for Street Rider and Reader's Choice Rider of the Year. So this one starts with different pros. We'll just click through it that you'd recognize. You know, Matt Miller, Reed Starks in here, Parker Heath, Daryl Taco. A lot of people that you would recognize talking about why they believe Felix Prangenberg should be Street Rider of the Year and why they voted for him. And then because he won Reader's Choice Rider of the Year, the announcements for that were also included in here. And that was voted on by the public, so obviously there's not people talking about that part of it. Felix talks, and it's a good all-around video because there's a lot of riding clips included as well. Same for Lewis Mills, video part of the year with all of the different people who voted for him talking about why he deserves it, why the video deserves it, why Ben Norris also is a part of this because he put together the video that Lewis was in. So check that one out. There's a lot of clips from the video and then people talking about specific clips that they play at the same time. It's a pretty good watch. And Lewis, his speech that he gave whenever he went up on stage is pretty great. So check that one out. Then we've got Kevin Peraza, Transition Rider of the Year, same deal as the others. And then Kevin coming up on stage and accepting the award. And then that brings us into the videos from this week, which, that's weird. Let's refresh. We've got 17-year-old Jake Calhoun shouting at the devil. You can see here he's definitely fits the vibe of the music and the title here with his leopard print pants that he's wearing. He rides only front brakes, and he is a shredder. I've ran into him at the USA BMX contests where he competes and just kills it. And there's a lot of variety in here. He does a truck driver down a stair set towards the end while also doing tricks like double whip airs, which is pretty awesome. Oh yeah, Travis, I forgot about that. I also reacted to Lewis Mills' Lewis Fiending NORA Cup winning video. It's on my channel. I'm not going to bother linking it. If you want to see it, you can. But yeah, 17-year-old Jake Calhoun kills it, and this video is great. And he also unfortunately just crashed on a looped out backflip and like literally broke part of his spine, so he's going to be out for a little bit. And this video has that clip in it. It is like a recovery video. While he recovers, he put the video together. Moving on from there, we've got Cinema, A Day in San Diego. So Garrett Reynolds, Chad Curley, Nathan Williams, Corey Martinez, and Dakota Roche all shredding in a video that's not even 3 minutes long, so you know that is packed to the gills with shredding. Also, these videos, as I talk about them, get longer, so if you want something longer, stay tuned towards the end of these videos because they do get longer. Then we've got a recap of the TRA Double Cross event and the trick contest. So it's a racing event and a trick contest. And if you haven't seen this before, let's click through and see if we can get a quick preview. So basically what this is a dirt jumping race. So here we got Chase Pauza. Can't tell who the other person is, but they're just racing through basically trails, like real dirt jumps and not like race style jumps. And then they also do a trick contest on these same jumps. So it's a pretty cool event. A lot of people say that's their favorite event in all of BMX. I think you'll enjoy watching this one. A little over 5 minutes long. Check it out if you want to see some dirt stuff. Next up, we've got Colonies, Joe Battaglia, and damn it, I just realized that I meant to watch this one last and completely forgot because I got into a podcast that we're going to be talking about in a second. So I guess I'm going to watch this one after the news. But Joe Battaglia is an absolute shredder, and he has tricks on lock and dialed that he can do anytime he wants to that most people in BMX who have ever done them never had as dialed as he does. It's incredible. And I got to ride with him for real for the first time this past weekend and talk with him, and I did do an interview with him. We filmed a video together, just a lot of really good fun, and he has some great insight in the interview that we did. So I know this is going to be worth watching. He foo-fanoos every back rail he sees, does 900 hurricanes, or has done a 900 hurricane. Just incredible. So watch this one if you want the tech break style of riding. And moving on from there, we've got the Bloom Week at Woodward West 2022. So this is a recap video of everything that went down at the Bloom Week at Woodward West with all the lady shredders. There's a lot of riding. There's a lot of giving out product from the pros who are there, their sponsors, and just good vibes and fun overall throughout this video. So check that one out if you want to see something for the ladies. Ziara, if you haven't seen this yet, you should probably go watch it. Then we got a video with Daid, Dolphin. I have no idea how you say this officially because it's a foreign language they're speaking in this video. But if you want something with like beautiful backgrounds and I mean, look at that. There's mountains in the background of this video and tons of crazy spots. There's a huge dead man roof to roof spot, as well as just some like crazy gaps in here and fun spots that he's riding. It's 7.5 minutes long. Just look at the scenery there. I mean, that's beautiful as a picture. So check that one out if you would like to see it and see somebody you may not have heard of before. Then we got more jam coverage. There has been more jam coverage in this video than anything else, and that's pretty awesome. So here we have an in the cut video from Dig BMX at the Narbecue jam that went down. And if there's one video you guys watched this week, I'm gonna say it should be this one, because this jam in this video is BMX. They did a great job putting together all of the stuff to ride, from dirt jumps to a box jump to a quarter pipe with a log coping. It just was awesome. There's everything you could want here except for a grind ledge, and maybe there was even one of those that we didn't get to see. There's pros there. Dan Conway, Casey Starling was there. Brett Taco, for those of you who would recognize that name. It just looked like an amazing time, and there is BMX for sure, and it's 11 minutes long. I mean, look, Adam Janaden doing a like Peter Pan without the no footer to saran wrap. Dude kills it. There's this vert wall here, and everybody had a great time from what I could gather. So watch this video. I think it's worth watching. Cover your eyes the first 10 seconds. Trust me. Funny. So moving on from there, we got one product related thing, is that is the 2023 Kink Complete BMX bikes are now available, from their 12-inch Coast all the way up to the Drifter, which I think is a 29er or a 26. I think it's a 29er. And everything in between, in a whole range of complete bikes for you to check out if you need a complete bike. As always, I suspect that the Kink Whip will remain the best value complete BMX bike in all of BMX. And I'd be curious to see if there's differences from this lineup to the one that was previous, and if there's upgrades and more value for your money anywhere in here. There's definitely been price increases, but we've all felt those in our daily lives as well, so it's understandable to see those. So moving on from there to a couple interview things. We've got another Canode Knows podcast with Austin Augie. I've gotten through probably the first, 15, 20 minutes of this. This is why I forgot to watch Joe Battaglia's video, because I got into this one and just kept listening to it. Austin Augie is very real and an enjoyable to listen to. I definitely think if you want to listen to a podcast this week, is a great example to listen to, and I'm excited to get through the rest of this one. Moving on from there, we had the Corn Hucket recap that Noah McBride of The Scene's Not Dead and I did this past week, just recapping, talking about the event and how much fun it was, and talking about our MVPs and the awards, and it was just good conversation. I'm excited to do more of these BMX this evening. Videos, podcasts, whatever you want to call them, with Noah. I think we'll do another one next week where he wants to dive down a rabbit hole of Chris Doyle being on S&M, and I have no idea where he's going with it, but it was enough that we needed to save it for another one rather than talk about it here. This was 2 hours of stuff, and we even got Carl and Disabled Dan in here as well. So check this one out if you want to hear about the stuff that happened at Corn Hucket. And I am hard at work editing, and I'm almost done. I've gotten through all of the events that happened, and I've made the highlights from all of them except for one. So we're very, very close to having the Corn Hucket highlights video, and then there will literally be an entire month of Corn Hucket or Nowhere BMX stuff from being out at the compound after that. I have what I'm going to say is probably an entire month, because there's 4 Fridays of news where I won't have a video. So yeah, I can confidently say there will be a whole month. So I'm excited for that. There's a lot of interviews, some bike checks, a lot of the event stuff and sessions, and riding on a fire, riding over a fire, gapping to a fire rail. There's a lot of really great stuff that's going on, a lot of great people. An entire hour-long conversation with Dave Norrie, Trevor Watcher, and Kim Klesiak about Flatland. So look forward to that. There's something for everyone there, and I'm excited for a whole month of these videos because it'll mean that I'll have them all edited before it happens so I can get ahead even further. So on that note, that's the last thing we have to talk about this week. Thank you all for tuning in to this week's BMX news. Still got Travis Schramm here, Sean Chambers, Taco Slurpees. We're missing Travis K this week. Travis, where you at? Thanks for tuning in, everyone, and we'll see you tomorrow for another video. If you're in Ohio, crap, I don't have a way to pull this up. If you're in Ohio, go to the 9th Street Jam tomorrow. 9th Street DIY in Canton, Ohio. The jam is happening tomorrow. It's always an amazing event. I'll be there filming it, and I'll probably upload that like sometime in the middle of this Cornhucket month, just so that we don't wait a whole entire month to get that out. So be there tomorrow, and we'll see some of you there. And for those of you who we won't see there, we'll see you for another video tomorrow. Travis K is here. He's here, everyone. Don't sound the alarms. He was here. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. We'll see you then. Goodbye.